Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. Imagine standing in a sea of purple lights at Stanford Stadium. Thousands of armies are screaming hysterically, everyone's hearts are beating incredibly fast, and the atmosphere feels different from the moment the concert begins. No one knows why that night feels so special. Even before the music starts, many fans have already remarked that the BTS members' energy feels more emotional than usual. But no one was prepared for what finally happened that night. Because just as the stadium lights dim and the giant screen fades to black, a very familiar intro can be heard faintly, and the entire stadium erupts. Wait, my God! Is BTS really going to perform the secret song armies have been waiting for all these years? The screams of the audience immediately shook Stanford Stadium. Many fans couldn't believe their ears. Some started crying before the song even started. Some held their heads, some hugged their friends, and still others just stood there in shock. The moment felt like a dream too good to be true. And when the 7 members finally appeared on stage with their emotional smiles, everything turned into the most beautiful chaos ARMY had ever witnessed. Today we're going to discuss the BTS moment at Stanford that literally blew the internet away. Many armies are saying it was one of the most emotional moments in BTS concert history because finally, after years of theories, hopes, and endless requests from fans, BTS actually performed a secret song that had been considered nearly impossible to perform live again. And believe me, the members' reactions made it all that much more emotional. From the very beginning of the Stanford concert, things actually felt different. RM seemed more sentimental as he spoke to the audience. Jin smiled several times while looking at the other members as if he were holding a big secret. Suga seemed calmer than usual, while JHope continued to create an energetic atmosphere. But what really caught fans' attention was how Jimin and Jungkook kept exchanging glances as if they knew something was about to happen. Armies who were in attendance said there was a mysterious aura throughout the concert that night. Several songs were performed with different arrangements. The lighting was made more dramatic, and even V was seen holding back a smile several times as the audience shouted the name of a particular song. And then, the moment came. The lights suddenly went out. The entire stadium plunged into darkness. Then came the opening tune, a familiar tune to longtime BTS fans. Within seconds, the audience's screams were uncontrollable. Many ARMY knew what song was coming just from the intro. Some fans even collapsed to their knees in tears, having waited years for this moment. Social media was immediately filled with videos of hysterical fan reactions. Some could be heard screaming, "No way! This can't be real!" while others cried nonstop while singing the lyrics along with BTS. And when the camera focused on Jungkook's face, his expression truly made everyone even more emotional. He smiled slightly as he looked at ARMY, then began to sing the first verse of the song in a voice so soft and soulful. The entire stadium immediately joined in. The ARMY's voices were so loud that the music was barely audible. Jimin was visibly teary-eyed throughout the performance. Many fans noticed how he bit his lip several times while trying to maintain a smile. At one point in the song, Jimin even stared at Jungkook for a long time before finally breaking out into a chuckle as the crowd began to scream even louder. And of course, the internet immediately lost control. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram were all filled with video clips from that legendary performance. The keyword BTS Stanford trended in various countries within minutes. Even fans who weren't at the concert were in tears after seeing the viral fan cam. Many armies said that the reason this moment felt so special wasn't just because the song was finally performed, but also because it holds such a deep emotional history for the BTS fandom. It symbolizes the long journey between BTS and ARMY. It reminds fans of their early days. It holds so many memories, pain, hope, and love. For years, fans have been asking BTS to perform it again. But every time they perform, the song is always left off the set list. That's why many armies are starting to believe yes, that song would probably never be performed live again. But Stanford changed everything. And what made the night even more unforgettable was how emotional the members were throughout the performance. RM even paused to listen to ARMY sing along. He simply stood there, smiling proudly as the entire stadium sang the lyrics with such feeling. The moment felt so beautiful and personal. Suga was also seen bowing his head several times with a small smile, as if he were remembering BTS's long journey from trainee days to standing in such a large stadium with millions of adoring fans. JHope continued to try to keep the energy high, but even he couldn't hide his emotional expressions. Many fans noticed how his eyes seemed to well up at the end of the song. And V, oh my god, V's expression truly had armies devastated that night. As the camera zoomed in on his face, he was seen staring at the audience with emotion before finally breaking into a soft smile as he sang the final verse. Many fans said it was one of the most sincere expressions they'd ever seen from Taehyung during a concert. Meanwhile, Jungkook and Jimin remained the center of attention throughout the performance. Their chemistry on stage that night was incredibly strong. The way they looked at each other, smiled, and chuckled throughout the song sent the entire stadium into hysterics. In one moment that has now gone viral on TikTok, Jungkook was seen leaning in toward Jimin with a smile before they sang the chorus together. The audience's screams at that moment truly shook the stadium. ARMY immediately called that moment one of the fandom's core memories of the year. It didn't take long for fancam videos from Stanford to reach millions of views. Many even said that the energy of that night's concert felt like a combination of nostalgia, love, and gratitude in one big, unforgettable moment. Longtime BTS fans felt like they were returning to their early days as ARMYs. Meanwhile, new fans finally got to experience firsthand why the song meant so much to the fandom. And after the performance ended, something even more emotional happened. The entire stadium began chanting BTS's name in unison. The members stood silently for a few seconds, gazing at the sea of purple light sticks before them. No one spoke, no music, just the sound of thousands of ARMYs filling the stadium. Then Jin quietly said that the night would be a memory they would never forget. That simple sentence immediately brought tears to many fans' eyes, because everyone knew they had just witnessed something truly rare, a moment that would likely be forever etched in the history of BTS and ARMY. After the concert, social media remained in chaos for hours. Many fans admitted to being unable to sleep due to the emotions. Some kept replaying fan cams of the performance over and over. Others wrote long threads about the song's meaning to their lives. And still others declared Stanford one of the best BTS concerts of all time. Even some non-fans who saw the viral video of the concert admitted to feeling goosebumps at the strength of the connection between BTS and ARMY. And honestly, it was hard not to feel the emotion, because that night wasn't just about a secret song finally being performed. It was about a long journey, about memories, about dreams finally coming true, about 7 people who have continued to walk together as a fandom through so much over the years. Stanford wasn't just a concert, it was a historic moment. And now the question is, will BTS perform the song again at their next concert? Or will Stanford be the one special night ARMYs are lucky enough to witness live? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this was BTS's most emotional performance of the year? And how did you react when you first saw the viral video from Stanford? If you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the latest updates on BTS, Jikook, and all the viral moments rocking ARMY's world right now. See you in the next video. And as always, Borhi forever.